expanding healthcare, childcare, and capping prescription drug costs. Those are just a few issues that Governor Janet Mills touched on as she released a nearly 20-page policy platform for her U.S. Senate campaign. The platform builds on proposals she has already outlined, including fighting for universal health care and defending women's reproductive freedom.
To this point, the governor's campaign has really been one that's focused on, standing up, being the best candidate to stand up to Donald Trump.
Political expert Mark Brewer says he was not surprised by the governor's agenda. However, he noted that the release was earlier and more detailed than expected, something he attributes to her standing in the race.
By all the data that we have, she's trailing in that contested primary. So I think that's probably what's a little bit different than it would be if she were kind of cruising to this nomination.
According to Brewer, the battle between Mills and opponent Graham Plattner is one of the most closely followed in the state. He described some of Mills's latest moves, such as an attack ad against Plattner, as revealing potential vulnerability within the campaign.
Once things get desperate for one side or the other, then that's when the negative campaigning comes out. And the reason that campaigns go negative is that it works.
Brewer says based on her platform, Mills appears to be pushing more progressive stances to try to close the gap between her and Plattner, including changing her position on a millionaire's tax that she previously opposed. Also vying to go up against incumbent Senator Susan Collins is candidate David Costello. However, with fundraising efforts trailing, Brewer says his odds are not looking promising.
Not to disparage his campaign in any way, but the reality is this is a Plattner-Mills race.
A link to the governor's policy platform can be found on our website, foxbangor.com. The Mills campaign said in a release that she will continue to detail more proposals as she continues to campaign across the state. In studio, Grace Blanchard, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.